Welcome, Knights fans, to the fourth game of Pace Academy football of the 2017 season between the Pace Academy Knights, who are entering the field right now, and the Redan Raiders. We're here at Avondale Stadium out in Decatur, Georgia. Waiting to face off against this. Must be a really flashy Redan team. Yeah, wearing uniforms with, you can't tell the numbers on, so it'll be difficult for us.
As they play a fight song very similar to LSU's fight song, I think it is. As they enter the field, they're in those, like I said, classy uniforms, dark gray from top to bottom with black numbers and metallic silver helmets.
Both teams come into this game with one win on the season. The Pace's win coming last week, 59-3 against the Stone Mountain Pirates. The Raiders are 1-3 of the season.
Obviously, the Knights having one fewer game because of the Thompson game that was canceled due to the hurricane. And last week was a good confidence booster for the Knights. They won relatively handily, low stress. Game was basically over after the first quarter. Able to get some good guys some experience and give them some confidence heading into the meat of region play. Starting tonight with the Raiders, and then our next game following our bye week against Westminster.
The captains for the Knights tonight were number 10, quarterback Jared Raymond, number 50, Justin Morris, the senior defensive lineman, and number 69, offensive tackle Jamari Salyer. Looks like we're going to get things kicked off right away here. Redan will be kicking off to start the game. It looks like they won the toss. Kickoff will be with number 3, Kamar Coleman, for the Raiders. Kick is a low one, straight to Iman Hill, who will use a burst of speed to the right side. Pass midfield. There goes Hill. Iman Hill. Touchdown!
There are
on
no
a
flags.
Kickoff return to start this second game of region play.
Great start for the Knights. No flags down. That will hold up. Iman Hill, that was all of him going directly across the field, and good job by his kickoff coverage blocking for him, and he got all the way around the outside and had beat the kicker and was gone down the right sideline.
Might have been around an 85-yard touchdown return for
the
freshman corner.
And that's the problem with those low line drive kicks. You're not giving your coverage enough time to go all the way down the field, and that gives the Knights enough time to get their blocking set.
Jack Ferguson kicks the extra point up and good. 16 seconds have passed. Knights lead 7 to the Raiders, nothing. We'll be right back after this break. Back now after that 85-yard touchdown return off the kickoff by Iman Hill. I think that was his first time ever returning a kick, and
not too bad for a first time.
What a kick it was.
If he could do that every time, the Knights will be set for a while. Jack Ferguson lines out to kick off. Did a solid job on kickoffs last week, handling the duties again this week, along with the place kicking duties.
Ferguson loves to kick it from the left hash mark. And Ferguson's kick is away and all the way back to the 5-yard line, where it will be returned to the right side. It'll be knocked down around the 23-yard line. Returner was number 17, Delwan Mitchell.
Knights defense getting their first look at them. They did a nice job last week limiting the Stone Mountain to only 3 points. Did a good job of stifling the rushing attack and forcing their quarterback, Mason Litt, to throw the ball. Redan runs a similar offense. A little more high power. They're a little bigger than Stone Mountain. Is lining up the I formation to start here. They also have bigger teams. This will be a tougher test than Stone Mountain last week for the Knights.
Handoff to start the game is to number 4, Watkins, who spins around for a gain, maybe 1 yard.
Good defense there by the Knights. Boo Man wrapping him up to bring him down. Second, call it 8. Don't have a good read on it. The scoreboard is only showing the down here. Ball's on the 26-yard line.
Handoff again to Watkins, who actually has a bit of room this time. He'll be brought down around, let's be the 35-yard line.
And that will
first down for the Raiders.
Good blocking there. Like I said, Redan is a bigger team than Stone Mountain. They'll be able to get some blocks closer to what the Knights will see with Westminster last week, even though not all the way Westminster's size and strength. But Redan, solid play. Let's see if they can keep moving the ball here. Knights have a very talented defensive front of Wiggle, Sawyer, Hamilton, and George. I formation look. Watkins still in the backfield.
First time pass for the Raiders. This game under pressure by Wiggles. He'll be knocked out of bounds by Gavin Guest around the 43-yard line.
It's a good job making something out of nothing there. Was under pressure, no one open. He was able to get right around. He got 8 yards out of that play. Good job of scrambling. Once again, though, Jaquari Wiggles getting that pressure. That's been a common theme so far through these first 3 and a little bit games. He's made an immediate difference coming in here as a sophomore and starting. Remember, he also had that long catch of 40 yards last week against Stone Mountain.
Same I formation for the Raiders. Second down and looks to be about 3. Handoff. Watkins again dives forward, gaining nothing. Brought down by junior Cameron Hamilton.
Good job there on the defensive front, limiting him to very little yardage in a third and short, but maybe forcing the quarterback to throw the ball here. Taking their time.
The Raiders are 0-1 in the region so far this season. They have played the Westminster Wildcats already, losing, I believe, 44-0 to the Cats from down the street. Third down and 1. Handoff, nowhere. Justin Morris and Realist George on the tackle. 2 seniors with the third down stuff around midfield.
That was predictable play calling there, and just that's the 4th time in a row they've run that play. And with the Knights' talented defensive front, they're eventually going to figure that out. And they did there, snuffing it out for very little gain. As Jalen Thomas is back to return the punt here. Sort of surprised for not putting Hill out there after what he did on the opening kickoff.
Punt away.
Oh.
Muffed around the 30-yard line and picked up by the Raiders.
Knights cannot afford to have that happen.
Number 5, D'Anthony Colbert McDowell jumps right on that for Redan off the muff punt by Jaden. I believe it was Jaden Thomas.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The same thing happened. The same thing happened at the beginning of the Stone Mountain game last week. Stone Mountain punted it away early, and then Knights muffed it.
Different return man though. Last week I think it was Jaden Stiegel. This week it was Jaden Thomas. Shotgun formation for the Raiders. They look deep. It is caught on the curl route by Delwan Mitchell.
Good short, easy throw there, allowing for a staying on schedule second, very manageable second call at 3. Good Redan in good position here to score.
Good 8-yard throw. Reception by Mitchell.
Staying in that shotgun formation. They were in last play of the works.
4 wide out for the Raiders. Quarterback keeper. First down picked up, and QB will be thrown down around the 20-yard line. Good tackle by Justin Cogbill from behind.
Good play call there, that quarterback draw, just make it seem like a pass draw tonight. Second, third level defense back in pass coverage, and then just sneak it right underneath for a first down. That was all they were trying to do there. They weren't trying to break that play big. Now they can reset on 1st and 10. See what the Knights can do in the red zone as Redan is on their 20-yard line.
First down and 10 from in the red zone. Trips left. Pass swatted down by Gavin Guest, a senior linebacker.
And Scott Levin, they're coming on the cornerback blitz, disrupted the timing of that play. And Guest got a hand on it. He almost was able to pick that ball out.
Good communication between Levin and Guest. Levin with the blitz. Gavin picked up his man and swatted that pass right down.
Redan once again taking their time.
And Guest was playing zone there.
That's sort of a zone blitz scheme, like you said, sort of dropping everybody back in zone, bringing 5 rushers instead of just 4. That creates a liability, but not necessarily if you A, get at the quarterback quickly, and B, play good zone.
Flipped formation, trips right. Second down and 10. The running back screen is no good, almost under pressure there. Third down and 10 from the 20.
Once again, good pressure by the Knights, like you said. He had that screen open, just lofted it over a little bit too far. 7:24 remaining here in this first quarter. Redan taking their time on every play. Just like last week at Stone Mountain, there's no visible play clock. Still
blitz coming for the Knights. Passes deep and swatted away. Or swatted backwards by senior corner Scott Levin.
Throwing that ball into double coverage there. Once again, calls by the pressure. Something common trend for the Knights here early is I think Redan will try to attempt a field goal here. And they will. Be about a 42-yard attempt.
A 37-yard field goal for Kamar Coleman for the Raiders. Coleman's kick is up.
And is wide left.
And, as you're right, wide left. Pace still leads 7-0. 7 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We'll be right back after this break. We're back now after a 37-yard missed field goal by Kamar Coleman.
First offensive play for the Knights goes nowhere. Handoff to Keyshawn Perryman,
Right.
who had a strong game last week. 3 rushing touchdowns. Knights stay in the same shotgun formation, trips right.
Quick throw, screen to Mazer over his head.
Raymond a little too eager there, like I said, too high. Brings up an early 3rd and 10. See what Raymond can do with his arm.
Large substitution for the Knights.
Knights line up in the offset I formation. Might just try to run the ball here as they have Jaquari Wiggles and Booman lined up on that right side of the line.
Raiders showing blitz, they do. Hand out to Perryman. Perryman breaks one tackle and dives forward. Gains 7 yards, but not enough. Brings up 4th down and 3.
As that should force a punt for the Knights, but
they're going to go for it. 4th down and 3.
I sort of like
still on the field.
Sort of like this call. This could be more confidence in your defense than necessarily confidence in your offense. Knights will have confidence they can stop the Raiders next possession.
I formation. Can you imagine where this is going? Raiders showing blitz again.
They jumped.
Raiders jump on the line. And a flag thrown.
Raymond did his job there, trying to get him to jump, and they did.
They did.
Undisciplined football will give the Knights a free first down. If Redan wants a chance to win this game, that's what they cannot be doing.
Good play call by the Knights to draw them off sides. First down and 10 from the 33.
Knights split two left, or two wide receivers.
Two in motion, Wiggles and George. Shotgun. Hand out to Perryman left side, has room. First down gain, past 50-yard line.
I like that play call there, fooling the entire Redan defense by moving the two tight ends to the opposite side of the run, and then sending the run right back to where the tight ends used to be. Opens up a gaping hole since Redan brought two men with the tight ends, and a 20-yard gain for Perryman and a first down from the 49-yard line of Redan.
Heavy set right, trips close to the line. Toss out to Perryman, drops it, dives right back on top of it, but a 5-yard loss for the Knights will bring up second down and 15.
Luckily, that didn't turn into a lot worse. Pitch was a little bit behind him from Raymond, but nice job by Perryman to fall right back on it. 4:55 and counting to go in the opening quarter. Knights up 7-0. If you're just joining us, the one score came on a 85-yard kickoff return by Iman Hill on the first kick of the game.
Raymond under center. Heads it off to Justin Johnson, who gains 5 yards.
Might have been a borderline late hit there.
Late hit
it seemed like.
Raymond, maybe. No flag thrown. Brings up third down and 11.
Seemed like
at the 50-yard line.
Seemed like a pretty clear late hit. Raymond had handed that ball off and taken two clear steps before getting hit, but no call made.
Shotgun look for Raymond.
Raymond took a hit.
Intercepted. Flag thrown.
Raymond got popped as he was throwing that ball that time, and that
flag thrown at the 40-yard line, though. It might have been pass interference, but a great interception by Jeremiah McDermott for the Raiders.
All calls by pressure, just shows what it can do. The officials wait to check out the flag. Redan's offense has come on the field, and pace has remained.
Pass interference against the Raiders. Keeps the Knights in possession and pushes them forward 15 yards for a first down.
That will be a first down, like you said, for the Knights. That could be a big momentum swing because that was a nice play, but clearly a grab of the arms. He was going for that interception. That's what led to the flag.
So the Knights get moved up all the way to the 35-yard line in Raiders territory for the first time this game.
Should be a good kickstarter for him. Line up with that I formation. Justin Johnson, the lone setback.
Triple option, hand off to Realist George.
Pulling
gain 2 yards.
Pulling a little Georgia Tech there, going with that triple option. The fake handoff to the B-back.
I love that. Go Jackets.
Send it to the outside. I mean, it works. That's why they run it. Gain of 2 for George, 2nd and 8.
Trips left. Thomas in motion. Hand off to Perryman to the left side. Sheds a man, still on his feet. Brought down at the 27-yard line.
Good job to break 2 tackles there and make a really solid gain of 6 yards out of what appeared to be going nowhere.
3rd down and 2 for the Knights.
Justin Johnson, lone setback. He's Knights more of their power back.
Redan slides back into the shotgun.
Redan bunches, expecting a run up the middle here. They watch for a screen pass.
Lone safety in the backfield. Play action. Raymond throws deep, looking for
Perryman
in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. A 27-yard play action pass on the post. The fade route.
Yeah, perfect pass from Raymond. Put it right on his back shoulder, and he could have thrown that ball within 5 feet of him, and he would have caught it wide open. Like I said, Raiders very much expecting the run. They had 7 in the box there and only 4 in coverage against 4 Knights wide receivers. And a solid play call allowed for the easy score for the Knights.
Ferguson's extra point is up and good. 14-0 Knights lead now over the Redan Raiders. 2:23 left to play. The first quarter will be right back after this break. We're back now after that 27-yard touchdown pass from Raymond to Perryman on 3rd down.
Just shows Perryman's versatility also. Obviously mainly running back, but showing there he can run perfect pass routes to make the catch.
Jack Ferguson set to kick off from the 40. Onside kick. Nice throw by the referee, or the head referee, all the way in Redan end zone.
I think the Knights.
Ball start on the Knights.
I love it though, going for the onside kick, trying to put this game away early. They had sort of a 5-3-3 look. Totally not expecting that. I almost think the better plan that would have been to push it over the front line, say probably a 20-yard gap, but Knights.
We had 4 and 6 and 1 in the kicker. We had 4 on the side. We had 4. We ran 1 on, we had 6. We had 4.
Then the call is actually too many men.
I don't think any Knights player left the field after that penalty. But I saw a false start called by the head referee back towards the end zone.
Very possible, but see what happens here. Redan staying in the same formation, so the Knights could theoretically try it again.
Maybe. A few Redan players are just inching forward a bit closer just to see. Kick is deep this time, no onside. And a good kick as the returner falls down, slips and he was backtracking trying to get that ball and he just slipped down and fell.
Yeah, the turf monster got him that time. Knights will take it, backing him back up inside their own 10. Be first and 10 for the 9. Good opportunity for the Knights to flip the field. Get good field position.
So the Raiders will take over at the 9-yard line. As the quarterback, simply known as Ali, as I'm told, leads his troops onto the field.
Redan gets set for their second drive of the game. Their first one was relatively productive, obviously aided by the muff punt. Disappointed to come away with no points on the first drive following the missed field goal. But still, it should take some confidence given the fact that even though there was a muff
Ball
punt.
start as a Redan player tried to sneak off the field on the far sideline. Too many men on the field. Or illegal substitution on the Raiders pushed them back half the distance to the goal. So now it'll be first down and
14 and a half. Go around the 9.
first down and long from the 4-yard line.
Stay in that same spread formation. Trips left. Nice back off in the last minute.
Under pressure in the end zone. He is sacked. I think he got out of the end zone, but he is sacked.
He barely got out of the end zone that time, almost a safety.
I believe it was number 66, Cameron Hamilton, on the quarterback sack.
That's the second time he called his name today. Hamilton also in there earlier. He's having a big game so far here in this first quarter.
I believe Ali just reached his hand out with the football in it, just getting the ball over the goal line before he was sacked. So now it is second down and even longer from the 2-yard line.
Smart play, though, by Ali there just to get out, not just take the sack.
Another flag thrown.
That will push them back to the 1.
Yeah, false start on Redan. We'll push him back 1 more yard for second down and 19.
So we'll see. This is a prime opportunity for the Knights defense to come through. See if they sit back or if they be aggressive here.
All right.
Staying in that I formation. And I give to the deep back. We'll see if the Knights really.
Hand off this time. Ooh, Caldwell just broke Gavin Guest's tackle in the end zone to escape his way to the 3-yard line. Third down at 15.
Getting a little greedy there. Getting a little greedy asking for the safety. But still, it's third and a mile here. Remember, the Knights gave one of these up against West Forsyth. Hopefully they learned their lesson. Just sit back. It's funny, the Redan band is playing the background to sit down, be humble.
High formation for the Raiders. Ollie will throw. Under pressure.
And there's,
Just made it out of the end zone again, but he is sacked again. Brought down the 1-yard line, fourth down.
the third time Knights got a safety on this drive, and he almost got to him, but literally falling backwards out of the end zone there. But Knights, like I said, will get great field position as Jalen Thomas is only coming out to his 41-yard line. Knights should be well into Redan territory. See if the Knights get a block punt here. Remember, they did it last week against Stone Mountain. Here it resulted in a touchdown. But first,
that will bring excuse me, I'll bring us to the end of the first quarter here at Avondale Stadium. Knights lead 14-0 over the Redan Raiders. We'll be right back after this break for the 4th down and long from the 1-yard line. We're back now for the start of the second quarter of play here at Avondale Stadium. You're listening to Will Nolte and Andrew Neville here on Nightflix. 4th down and 15 from the 1-yard line.
And this is a much shorter distance than usual from the spot of the punter, because he's literally punting with his back foot on the back line of the end zone.
Shane's kick. Thomas fair catches and lets it bounce around to the 35-yard line. So great field position for the Knights.
Knights almost got that. They did rush 10, going for the block and almost getting a handoff. He still forced them to shank the kick. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Redan 35. Great field position. Sort of a split back set with Johnson and George. Raymond, obviously, the quarterback.
Very heavy backfield. Johnson in motion. Hand off to George on the read option. And he'll power forward for a gain of 5 yards to the 30-yard line.
You can count on that with Boomman George. Keep coming back to it. 5 yards every play. That powerful.
Knights digging deep into their flashy playbook here. Saw a triple option earlier.
The fade route to Perryman.
Oh.
Not necessarily often you see a fade to a running back.
Mazer in motion. Raymond will throw under pressures. Screen to Realist George.
And
there goes George. George will power his way
into the end zone.
Realist George, a 30-yard touchdown reception on the mid-screen.
That was just a perfectly drawn-up play call. Knights send all their offensive linemen out in front of Boomman George, and it's literally a jump screen over the entire defensive line, and that just allows for basically a walk-in. Boomman did have to bowl over a couple people around the 5-yard line, but he gets in relative ease to extend the Knights' lead.
George is very close to being down one, but he's carried that on his back. Got that ball across the goal line. Jack Ferguson's kick on the extra point is up and up. Good. Which makes it 21-0 as the Knights lead over the Raiders. 11 minutes left to play in the second quarter. We'll be right back after this break.
back now after that 30-yard touchdown reception by senior realist George on the screen pass. Jack Ferguson's kick.
Great kick there by Ferguson. One of the few first touchback of the year for him.
So the Raiders will take over at the 20-yard line.
See what the Knights defense stood tall last time. See if they can force them back to their 1-yard line again. They've been in that spread offense mostly. They've tried to run out of the I formation a couple times on the first drive. And that's what I remember working the most for them. They were picking up some solid chunks of yards on the ground in that I formation. And then they all of a sudden dumped it going into the spread, which has not worked as well for them to this point.
Shotgun look for the Raiders. Mr. Ali will take it and throw under pressure, brought down from behind by senior Justin Cogbill.
Good
Loss
play
of
by
4 yards on the play.
Good play by Cogbill. Good diving out and just catching his legs as he's trying to go by, tripping him up. Second long again. Redan has not had many plus plays there. They've not stayed on schedule. And losing yards on first and second down as here goes their band again.
Second down and 14.
They're big and loud.
Delayed handoff is going nowhere. As I believe that was Cogbill again on the tackle, getting back there immediately. What a game he is having. Third down and we'll say 21. A loss of 6 yards.
Third and 17, 18 again, so Knights once again will just drop back. Redan haven't been able to mount anything because their band continues to play. Mindless. And there's a game going on.
Cogbill's taken out for the play. Knights showing a 5-man line. And he's under pressure again.
And down
this
he
time
goes again.
sacked. Jamari Salyer in the backfield. 3 consecutive tackles for loss. 2 sacks and 1.
They almost did
run.
get him. They almost did get him back to the 1-yard line from the 20. Instead, it'll be 4th and 23 from the 6-yard line. Once again, Knights will have a very short field to work with.
So another punt coming up this time for the Raiders once again from their own end zone. Perryman is back to return at the Redan 37-yard line. So Raiders punter makes it on the field quite late.
See if the Knights come after it again. Doesn't seem like they are.
Punt slightly to the left, takes a very nice bounce. It'll be spotted at the 27-yard line, so great field position once again for the Knights.
Yeah, like I said, they're basically in field goal range right now, so points shouldn't be an issue. Knights just need to stay disciplined, keep doing what they've been doing. Jared Raymond's been pinpoint other than that one high pass on his screen to begin the game. He's looked solid so far. Second week in a row that he's had a solid start, a solid game overall.
Raymond in the shotgun with Perryman to his left. Whistles on the field, timeout. Redan, that's their first of the half. 8:25 left remaining in the second quarter. We'll be right back after this break. Knights lead 21-0. We're back now after that timeout by Redan. 1st and 10 for the Knights at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Raymond, another screen pass. This time to Stiegel, picked off.
There's a late flag that comes in, though.
I think the flag was thrown after the interception on Mazur's tackle, but picked off an interception by Jeremiah McDermott.
It's going to be offensive pass interference is the sign. So it will be Redan ball. Screen just a little behind him. Stiegel unable to reach back and haul it in, but those things will happen.
Yeah, I think Stiegel just pushed off of McDermott. The ball went right over his head. Pace takes a timeout. 8:17 left remaining in the second quarter. Raiders will have the ball in their own territory after this break. We're back now after that interception by Jeremiah McDermott for the Raiders. Redan has the ball at their own 27-yard line.
There's that I formation look I was talking about. Let's see if they...
Hand up this time. Knights in the backfield immediately. Tackle for loss.
That was Justin Morris on the tackle that time.
On the right side. The right defensive end.
Knights doing a great job once again of getting penetration. Having nowhere for any Redan running back to go, and then making Ollie throw. And so far, he has not done a good job of that. We'll see what he can do here. So we will get a break from Redan's band here in the last few minutes of the second half, first half.
This nice defensive line is just hungry for more. They just want that ball in the backfield as quickly as they can. 2nd down and 12. Ollie will throw deep, has a man. Oh, broken up by Spillers. Flag thrown, he might have had contact right before.
Yeah, just a little early on the hit that time. Had he hit him a second later, it would have been legal, but the ball was not quite there yet. It's legal if you're looking at the ball, but he was not looking at the ball. He was not trying to make a play on the ball, so therefore it will be pass interference.
Nehemiah Adams was the intended target for the Raiders. We pass interference on Parker Spillers. They spot the ball at the Redan 43-yard line for a 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
I guess the penalty is better than what the long game would have been, but they stay in that
formation for the Raiders. Delayed handoff.
Nothing.
Broken tackle, got away from Wiggles. It'll be brought down around the 50-yard line.
Good job breaking a tackle.
8, Kareem Bennett.
Showing his power there. Getting 7 or 8 yards, setting up one of the few times Redan has stayed on schedule. 2nd and 3. 7 minutes to go now. First half.
Yeah, Jaquari Wiggles just could not bring him down from behind. As their power back, Bennett Jr. just got away from him. 2nd down and this will be 2 from the 49-yard line in Knights territory.
As they
Knights playing close man-to-man.
Staying in that eye.
Handoff again. This time brought down in the backfield for a loss of 2 by the line. Spillers blitz got there with wiggles to pick up 3rd down and 3, it looks like.
Good job.
3rd down and 2. I think we're going to give them.
Nice, great penetration once again. Nothing. Never for any of these Redan running backs. Other than that one broken tackle, and Bennett had one good run earlier in the game, but other than that, he's been
5:50 left to play in the second quarter. Same formation. Nice showing blitz again. Handoff again, brought down in the backfield. Loss of 2, Realist George that time. The senior outside linebacker getting back there.
That's the time you need to call for a play action. Knights are clearly bunching the line, expecting a run. It's a Knights bring 7 against a straight-up run. It's going nowhere. They're that big, that fast. So you got to either run that ball outside or throw a play action over the top when it had been single coverage on the outside. And, luckily for the Knights, they ran the ball and it'll be 4th down. Punt team on for
Redan's
Redan.
punter is once again late in getting on the field. Keyshawn Perryman back to return for the Knights. Great
Booming
punt.
kick.
This time, fair catch called by Perryman. They'll be down at, looks to be his own 17-yard line, where the Knights will take over with 4:50 left remaining.
Knights offenses look relatively crisp so far outside of the interception. Should just be able to get right back in that groove, get another score before halftime to make it it's already a comfortable lead, but assume the defense. Don't leave it all to the defense. Go ahead and get one more score and make it even more comfortable. Can never have too big of a lead, as evidenced, you can say, by Texas A&M. Week 1 college football against UCLA.
Raiders blitz, handoff to Perryman. Got nowhere to go. Is being brought down. Forward progress will give him 1 yard though. So we're up 2nd down and about 9.
Tried to bounce that ball to the outside, just could not shake the tackle of the Redan defender. He had a hole. Had he shook him off, he would have been gone for a while, but solid tackling by Redan. Be 2nd and long 9. Probably got half a yard on that play. Knights stay in the I formation. Perryman's in the slot again.
I formation once again for the Knights. Raymond under center. Hand off to Johnson this time to the left side. Has room. 1st down.
And more.
Gets a block. Justin Johnson will be brought down around the 45-yard line. Flag thrown at the 37. I think it will be a block in the back.
Still, that should be enough for the Knights' 1st down, even though good speed there by Johnson. No more as a power back, but there he saw that hole and used a great burst of speed to get to the outside.
I think it was Jaden Thomas, the wide receiver, on a hold of the block in the back.
No, the flag is waved off on the play, apparently.
It's still on the field, though. There is still a yellow flag at the 37-yard line. Referee's going to go pick it up.
Ball is being spotted.
Great run by Justin Johnson to get to the 45-yard line.
As there goes the flag. Down to 3 minutes, 50 seconds and counting to go.
I formation once again for the Knights.
Showing blitz again.
Head out to Johnson once again. Same play to the left side. 1st down. Into Raiders territory.
That was literally
pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Literally the same everything. Redan came with the same defensive pinch look. Knights ran the ball to the outside again with Johnson. And that's what the Knights need to do if they're going to get good running plays. They got to go to the outside. They got to utilize their speed. Redan's been pinching close, and that's usually going to work on those other middle runs, but if Knights keep pushing it outside, it's going to open up the passing game. That's going to open up the middle runs. It's going to open up a lot of things.
Another I formation. Head up to Johnson once again. This time he cuts up the middle. Another 1st down for Johnson. And he'll roll forward at the 26-yard line for his third consecutive first down run for the Knights.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Seemed to be the theme for the Knights. Johnson's gained 60 yards over the past 3 plays. First and 10 from the 28-yard line. Same formation, same everything. Redan pinching again. Running
Head
to the
up
outside
Johnson
again.
again. This time they stopped him.
I mean, why not? Keep trying it. But
I think he might have gained 1 yard on forward progress, but second down and long for the Knights next. And Johnson comes out to be
Still
subbed to get a break of water.
did a great job there on those 4 plays. Knights just now need to get back on schedule, maybe a short pass, or they can run Perryman, who's got that speed, as the Knights combine Justin Johnson's power with that. No Booman lines up in the backfield.
I formation once again. Hand off to Realist George to the left side. And he'll be brought down after a gain of 4 yards.
Third manageable here.
Might have had a hole to the left side, but didn't quite take it.
Still picked up a fine gain, and they'll be third and call it 6. Knights taking their time, clock ticking down to about 2:10 to go in the half, and in the Knights' position on the field, that's not really a factor right now.
Johnson back into the game.
The Knights, he's a single back this time as they split 3 wide and have Boo as a tight end.
Toss out to Johnson. Johnson will be brought down at the 25-yard line for a 4th down. Also, Redan fans calling for holding. I think I might have saw it too, but no call. As here comes Jack Ferguson for a long kick.
Probably about 42 yards. It's hittable for him. He's got the leg.
Yeah, be 42-yard field goal for the junior Jack Ferguson.
Raymond to hold, McCaffrey to snap.
Following in his brother's footsteps as a holder. Raymond's hold. Ferguson's kick is
A little short.
a bit short, a bit right. No good. 21-0 is still the score on the board tonight. Knights still lead. 1:07 left remaining. And the Redan Raiders are about to take over on offense at their own 20-yard line.
Bringing it back now. That's the nice thing about high school football is in college or the pros, that kick would have been, they would have gotten the ball at the spot of the kick, but in high school ball, they get it at the 20-yard line. They spread the field out again. They got to hurry here if they want to get points.
That has gone back to bite the Knights in the back. That rule. But the Raiders have it at their own 20. Screen pass to the running back.
Got
Great
blocked.
juke. First down picked up at the 30-yard line.
That was
Yeah, Vanessa Watkins on the screen.
a completely designed screen that time. Just slipping it right out to the right, putting 2 receivers over there, got a block, and he was gone for a solid first down gain. It will be
Shotgun look for Redan's quarterback, known as Ali.
Knights sitting back and cover
Another
to their own
screen.
zone.
Same play to the right side. This time Watkins tripped and fell down.
It's a shame.
No gain, no loss. Second down and 10.
It's a shame
for
he
the
did. He
Raiders.
had a hole. Had he called that ball, they just ran the same play the opposite side, like you said. And that they had it working had he kept it.
Clock still ticking now, down to 35 seconds left in the quarter. Redan still has 2 timeouts in their pocket.
Doesn't seem like they're using them. We'll see.
Pass this time. Ali has nowhere to go and swung down. A great sack by Jaquari. He wiggles in the backfield.
We'll see if Redan just takes this to the half. I think they will.
And that will bring the end of the first half of play in this Region 5 AAA region game between the Pace Academy Knights and the Redan Raiders. 21-0 is the score. Nice lead over the Raiders. Knights had started the game off with an 85-yard touchdown return by Iman Hill.
Knights have looked pretty solid in all three facets. Like I said, the kick return, offense has been sharp. Raymond's made a few great throws. And then
Continue their
defense
scoring. The
flawless.
27-yard touchdown pass to Keyshawn Perryman. And finish it off with a 30-yard touchdown screen pass to Realus George. That will bring the end to the first half. We'll catch you right back here on Netflix in about 20 minutes for the beginning of the second half of play. We'll be back after this break. We're back now after that halftime break. We're set for kickoff here at Redan. Nice lead, 21-0 over the Raiders. Score is coming from an 85-yard touchdown return off the opening kickoff by Amon Hill. A 27-yard touchdown pass from Jared Raymond. From Jared Raymond to Keyshawn Perryman. And a 30-yard screen pass taken all the way to the end zone by Reel's George, which brings us here to the start of halftime. Jack Ferguson is set to kick it away for the Knights.
Knights just need to maintain what they did in the first half, and they will be just fine, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Stopping Redan off facets. Redan really didn't come anywhere close to scoring a touchdown. They missed that field goal early.
Ferguson's kick is away and nearly out of bounds, taken at the 7-yard line on the far side. And he'll run out of bounds around, which will be the 21-yard line, where the Raiders will take over for the first drive of the half.
And like you said, that kick you said was about to go out of bounds. That might have been the smart play, let that kick bounce and go out of bounds. It would have had to take a really funky bounce not to go out of bounds. Remember, if a kick goes out of bounds, that puts you at the 40. Will be 1st and 10.
So the Raiders are in the I formation. Handoff to, I believe that was Watkins, is going nowhere. Backwards maybe, a loss of 1 yard. After this
Play there.
Pace defensive line, who's been having a fantastic night, gets back there once again.
They've gotten penetration on basically every play, whether it's been a pass or a run. They've either gotten pressure on the quarterback or stopped a run basically right where it started or in the backfield, just like I did there. It'll be 2nd and 12.
Same formation for the Raiders on 2nd down and 11.
Knights in press coverage on the outside. Spiller's a single safety. Knights expecting a run.
A run they will get, this time to the right side. Going nowhere once again, stuffed. Brought down by Wiggles and Guest. 3rd down and it's be 12 or 13.
You're right. Knights have not Ollie throw the ball at all. So they're just stacking the box, anticipating a run. Just stuff time. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Hayes having substitution problems. Looks like they do have 11 men on the field, all legal. Same formation for the Raiders, I formation. Quick pass by the quarterback, only named as Ali. Nearly intercepted by Amon Hill. Ball is incomplete, brings up 4th down or 13 for the Raiders as their punt team trots onto the field.
Hill still did his job there, though, breaking out the pass, but he would have loved to have the interception. But still, he'll take what he can get. 4th down, Knights will get the ball. One more score and I feel relatively comfortable about this game. Especially with the way the Knights defense is playing right now.
Punt's nearly blocked, but whistles before.
Flag on the play. Offsides of the Knights.
I think it was a legal substitution, but either way, it pushes the Raiders forward 5 yards. So now 4th down and I believe it was 8 for the Raiders. Perryman back to return at midfield for the Knights. Kick is nearly blocked, but Perryman on the return does not call a fair catch, and comes back to bite him. Brought down at the 45-yard line, where the Knights will take over for their first drive of the half.
Good defensive coverage there on the kickoff, allowing Perryman to go nowhere following the reception. Knights starting a single back set with trips left.
And the trips left. Thomas in motion. Hand off to Perryman, who finds a hole to the right and brought down and slides forward.
Good plus gain on first down. Call it 5 yards.
Very good gain of 6 yards. Very good gain of 6 yards for Perryman. Brings up second down and 4.
Finding the hole and slipping through. Doing exactly what we need to do. It'll be second, like you said, about 4. Knights back in that power package they've used a lot today. That I formation.
The first thing I noticed about this team, about the entire team when I came back and watched this team during the offseason, is handoff to Redan George in the triple option, was how much muscle, how much power, how much weight Perryman gained over the offseason.
Working hard.
It's really
working hard in the weight room. I mean, it
very
pays off.
Much paid off. Redan George picked up the first down on that play on the triple option at the 41-yard line in Raiders territory.
Knights should be able to. Knights slowing the tempo down, exactly what they should be doing, up comfortably as we enter the middle stages of this third quarter. 8:45 to go. Look to eat some clock here on this drive. 2 wide, stay in that I formation. Single coverage though on the outside.
Head out Perryman up the middle, powering forward, but he'll still gain about 4 yards. He's
yeah,
brought
like I said,
down.
good job of fighting. That fight just allowed him to get that 4, and that's all the Knights really needed right there. Knights go 4 wide, but Booman and Perryman are each at a wide receiver spot in the slot. So maybe a run to that side with Justin Johnson, who's been a beast today, is in the backfield.
Yeah, timeout by Pace after there was a bit of confusion on the formation. That's their first of the half. 7:45 left remaining in the third quarter. We'll be right back after this break. We're back now after that timeout by the Knights. Second down and 7. Perryman in motion, jet sweep, hand off to Perryman to the left side. He'll trip up and fall down around the 30. Not really generous to him. They'll bring him down around the 36-yard line.
Smart play call there. Knights been running up the middle a lot, now trying to get it the outside. That should open up the middle run a little bit more. Third and call it 4 or 5 yards. This could be 4-down territory for the Knights in this position, sort of in that no man's land between field goal range and where you punt. Would not be surprised to see a run here to try to get some yardage, then go on 4th. Interesting formation for the Knights. They have Jaquari Wiggles and Jalen Thomas basically one behind the other.
Well, Wiggles is the tight end on this Knights offense now. Pitch out to Perryman. Perryman has room. First down gain past the 20-yard line, brought down around the 14 for the junior running back.
Solid run around the outside. That's why I said Knights got to try to establish that edge and then keep going with Justin Johnson over the middle, which has worked for them very nicely today. Stay in that I formation again. There's Johnson back in the backfield. Thomas and Stiegel, 2 receivers.
Hand out to Johnson up the middle. He's gonna dive forward for a gain.
About 6 probably.
Yeah, we'll call it 6.
Once again, Johnson is being a very powerful runner today. He's been a beast all day, picking up solid gains basically every single play. Nice to stay in that formation. I'd like to see maybe a fade to Thomas here. Let Raymond throw the ball. Good second, still pretty manageable.
Hand out Perryman to left side, nowhere to go. Brought down at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd down and about, call it 4 or 5.
Good job of closing the gap quickly that time by Redan. He had a hole, but it was quickly closed up, and then wrapping it up and throwing him to the ground. 3rd manageable though, probably 3rd and about 4. Single back set, Stiegel and Thomas are still the...
Hand out to Perryman, 1st down gain.
And he's pushing.
Carrying people on his back to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for the Knights. Great position.
Yeah, great run by Perryman. There's that hole that opened up again. That time he darted through it and it did not close out. That seemed like a very similar inside zone run play call to the one before that got shut down. And Perryman bouncing it to the outside that time to get the 1st down. The Redan band has started back up again for the 2nd half. They keep that drum line going.
First down and goal from the 1-yard line.
3rd quarter.
Under 5 minutes left to play.
Nice line up that power package.
Lots of people moved on the left side of the line. False start on Jamari Salyer for the Knights.
It's a rarity, but it'll happen.
It's now 1st down and goal from the 6.
Still very manageable. It's not as easy as it was before. As Raymond gets his play call, gets set. Now they go with a single back set with Thomas, Stiegel, and then Wiggles and George to tight end.
Hand out to Perryman, left side, cuts over, walks into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the night. 1st on the ground for Keyshawn Perryman. The 6-yard touchdown run for the junior with 4:17 left to play.
Easy that time. It's almost easier for Perryman to score from the 6 than from the 1 because he can make his cuts. From the 6, easy seeing the open hole and taking it in.
Jack Ferguson sends his extra point up and good. 28-0 is the lead now. The Knights lead over the Redan Raiders. 4:17 left to play in the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back after this break. We're back now after that 6-yard touchdown run from Keyshawn Perryman. Nice lead, 28-0 now as Ferguson's kick is away and taken at the 6. Great return and a long flag thrown as the return is made past the 30-yard line. He spotted around
flag
the 30,
thrown from the
34,
head
33
referee
yard line.
behind the play, so he clearly maybe saw a hold or a block in the back. Easy to see those blocks in the back for the back position. See what the call is, however. Say hold. South back Redan up 10. First and 10, people will walk it back. It'll be from the 14, 13 yard line. Here's the 13 yard line for it'll begin. Now, first and 10 Raiders. We'll see what they can do here on their second possession in the third quarter.
Spread formation for the Raiders. 2 wide out. Quick pass, screen. Great tackle by Parker Spillers in the backfield.
Yeah, and had he not made that tackle, he had a ton of room to that right side.
Be a loss of about 4 on the play to bring up second down and 14 from the 9-yard line.
Redan, that's basically been the only pass play they've tried. That and the deep ball down the right side have been the only 2 passing plays they really wanted to try. Other than that, they've ran the ball. Clock ticking down, about 3:20 to go in this third quarter.
Ollie under pressure. Brought down in the backfield by Realist George and Wiggles. George came up with the ball, but you're going to say he was down at the 1.
Not quite a safety. We'll see if the Knights can do it here. Remember, they almost did it in the first half a couple times. See if they can do it here. So it'll be circa mile. Redan taking their time getting the play call in. Knights could substitute on their own. Knights play press coverage on the outside. Jalen Thomas, safety help over the left. Chimbo Smith, the free safety, hovering right around the first down marker. Iman Hill one-on-one to the left.
Delayed handoff up the middle. Gains about 3 yards, but brings up 4th down. Very long, with a tiny bit of breathing space for the Redan punter.
Once again, Knights defense solid, not giving anything up. Been relatively flawless each of the past 2 games. See if they can carry that over into Westminster next week, and obviously the end of this game.
Punting from the back of his end zone once again. The 3rd time this game. Punt is just away. Returned by Keyshawn Perryman. Perryman, flag thrown. Perryman powers forward to the 20-yard line. Flag thrown back.
Block in the back on Ben Caldwell.
Yeah.
He pushed the guy over. Sal moves the Knights back 10.
Either way, the Knights will be in great field position.
Yeah, a lot better than they. That's been a constant theme. They've pushed the Raiders back in their own territory, and they've gotten the ball in easy field position, taking advantage of the short field to score. That's happened twice already today. See if they can make it happen a third time. Remember, the third time they had a short field, but Raymond threw the interception.
Slowly spotted right at the 50-yard line. Still very good field position for the Knights. 1:12 left to play in the third.
Knights offense has been solid as the Redan drum line has been playing since the 4-minute mark of this third quarter.
So Raymond's under center now. Play action. Raymond will scramble and be brought down after gaining about 4 yards.
Smart decision by Raymond there. Had nobody open downfield, tucked the ball down, got a gain out of it. Good job of realizing you're up 28-0. You don't need to take crazy chances into double coverage. Smart, very smart there by Raymond. .40 seconds to go here in this third quarter.
Same formation, this time a handoff to Johnson. He'll gain about 2 yards, bring up third down.
Third and about
Time
4.
out on the field. Referee's called off.
Raymond awaits
Third down, looks to be about
play call.
4.
One thing I've noticed that's been positive is Raymond's been inching further from the sideline as the game's gone on. He's not, like in the early stage of the season, he was running all the way over to the sideline. Now he's going only like halfway, which is allowing Knights to run a little bit faster tempo. And not in the risk of so many delay of game penalties, which was a big problem in the West Forsyth game. So a big improvement there for the Knights. 3 left, 1 right, that's Thomas.
Timeout on the field, that might be the end. It will be, that will be the end of the third quarter of play here at Avondale Stadium. Knights lead 28-0 over the Redan Raiders. We're back now for the start of the fourth quarter here at Avondale Stadium. Hand off to Reelis George to the left side. First down gain. A lot more, and he'll be swung down and brought down at the 26-yard line.
Big gain there by Boo.
Great third down run for the
Really,
senior.
all three of the Knights' top running backs have had solid games today. Boo Man, Justin Johnson, and then obviously Keyshawn Perryman. They've all had solid carries. The interesting fact about Redan Band, they've actually been featured in a Disney movie. Raymond lines up in the shotgun, spread look.
Hand out to Johnson. He'll cut through the middle and he'll dive forward to 21.
That just shows the versatility of Justin Johnson. He's using him in that formation. He's usually using the I formation as a power back. A good job there of sending him up the middle, but on a shotgun to show his power and versatility.
Good 5-yard run brings up 2nd down and 5. Just under 11 minutes to play.
See what Raymond does here. We got 2 wide. Perryman the single back. Wiggles the tight end. Thomas and Stiegel remain the receivers.
Play action. Raymond rolls right, finds Justin Johnson. Johnson gets a ball from Jaden Thomas and walks into the end zone for the 5th touchdown on the night for the Pace Academy Knights.
Relatively flawless game for the Knights. They just a running clock in the 4th quarter based on the score. Leave it now. Good job there by Johnson. Perfect play call. So Redan band keeps on chugging. They're actually an internationally renowned band, being featured in a Disney movie and performed at numerous halftime shows and college games. This extra point's good.
Ferguson makes it 35-0. About 9:45 left to play in the 4th quarter here at Avondale Stadium. We'll be right back after this break. We are back now after that 21-yard touchdown pass from Raymond to Johnson, and Jack Ferguson kicks it off. Down to the 9-yard line will be returns.
Turf Monster got 2 of the Knights there.
Great return all the way out to the 41 with no flags.
Yeah, and like I said, the 2 Knights defenders slipped there on that play.
Returning was number 9, Jacob Collins.
This is Redan's offense. Waits to come out on the field. Maybe a
All right, timeout on the field. We'll take a break. That is Pace's 2nd timeout of the half. 8:14 left remaining. We'll be right back after this break. Knights took a timeout. We're back here. Raiders have the ball at the 41-yard line. Whistles on the field before the snap.
think it might be a false start or a delay of game. We'll see what the call is.
A false start on Redan. Backs him up 5 yards, I think. No?
Oh, back
Hits
up.
at the flag, waved it off. And moved the chain gang 1 yard forward. Of course, because that's what happens.
Not really sure what all that was about, but there's that screen attempted.
Raiders
again.
have a lot of time. Throws deep, finds Adams over the field. Touchdown, Redan Raiders. Nehemiah Adams with a 69-yard touchdown reception. Wide open down the field over the middle.
Pretty pass there by Ollie, throwing it right over the top, catching his receiver Adams in stride. Easy touchdown there. Knights expecting the run, so a good play call to throw it over the top there.
Coleman on the field to attempt the extra point for the Raiders.
Oh!
Snap over Holder's head. Ball still on
Okay.
the field.
And it's
Picked up
going to
by
be
Caldwell. I think I'll wave him down.
That would have been a return two. That would have been scored as. So it remains 35-6.
So a great 69-yard touchdown reception by Nehemiah Adams. Brings the score to 35-6 with 7:43 left remaining in the game. We will take a break. I'll be right back after this. We're back after that 69-yard touchdown reception by Adams. Puts the Raiders on the board, 35-6 now they trail.
Nice.
Coleman set to kick off, and it looks like Jacoby and Jimbo Smith are back to return.
Knights they still only have 5 in the line, and then they have 4 secondary.
Onside kick. Picked up by the Knights.
Good job of covering up. I think that was Noah Bennett who fell on it. It's Gabe Wright onto the field to perform mop-up duty for the second week in a row. Played solid in relief last week. Threw his first passing touchdown to Jimbo Smith.
So Gabe Wright is now at quarterback for the Knights with under 7 minutes left to play in the game.
Jimbo Smith
with
with
the play call.
wide receiver.
The Knights gotta hurry. Right under center. And out this time. It's brought down in the backfield. Patrick Thurman was the carrier. Lost him 2.
Yeah, nowhere to go. Good penetration there by the Raiders. Setting the Knights backwards. Our backup offensive line not getting the solid blocks. We're unable to get solid penetration there. We are halfway through this fourth quarter. 6 minutes even to go.
Right under center again with Thurman in his backfield. Head out to Thurman again. Is going nowhere. Brought down around the 38-yard line.
The Redan defender was literally standing there waiting on Thurman. 2 yards in the backfield. Now 3rd and very long for the Knights.
Give him a fullback.
Be 3rd down and probably about 15 here for Wright.
Right, play action. Using those legs, getting away. Finds a man downfield for a first down.
Pretty pass there by Wright.
Evan Duncan. Evan Duncan with a 17-yard reception, gaining the first down for the Knights.
Solid pass there, Wright. Good throw on the run, showing that mobility and a good solid dart. Pick up the first down. Clock winding down, 4:40 to go.
First down and 10 from the 44. Handoff to get to Thurman. It's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And it's still not going to work. the Knights can do here. Maybe that play action worked well. See if they do it again. Redan will take a timeout.
Timeout by Redan. 4 minutes left to play in the game. Knights will bring up second down and about 12 when we come back after this break. We're back now for second down and 12 after Redan took a timeout.
Nice run a split set. They have Jimbo Smith.
We're going to stack on the bottom half of the screen. But Thurman's going nowhere once again.
Thurman's still going nowhere
He
again.
spotted at the 50. A third down and looks to be about 15 or 16.
Let's see what Wright can do here. Is Redan, mainly a baseball school. They have been very talented on the baseball field. They were in the same region as Pace, and they are very talented, very fast. They run a lot. Baseball field. Brandon Phillips, the Atlanta Braves, went there. As Wright gets set.
Wright will throw under pressure. Gabe Wright evading all of his defenders. He'll be knocked out of bounds for a loss of 1, which could have been a loss of 5. We have fourth down.
It's a good job to get around the edge and not take a sack there, as we're going to see.
Which brings on the punt team for, I believe, the first time tonight for the Knights.
Yeah. Here's Jack Ferguson doing the punting, which is slightly surprising because in warm-ups we saw Jalen Thomas booming some punts on those 50 yards. Sort of surprised not seeing him out there. We'll see what Ferguson can do here.
Whistles on the field. We're
The
back.
referees telling the Redan band to stop playing.
My God. Sorry. Good kick by Ferguson. It's going to be spotted down. Called around the 25-yard line by Morgan Payne. 3 minutes left to play in the game. Here comes Redan for what could be their final drive of the night.
And other than that one big pass, they've not really played spectacularly on the offensive side of the ball. Really caused by a nice defensive penetration on every facet. They've gotten inside and gotten outside. The D-line has been great. Really no complaints. Second solid game in a row for the Knights, preparing us for Westminster in 2 weeks at Riverview Homecoming. That'll be a big game.
Shotgun formation.
There's that screen again. The running back slipped out.
And he's going to be brought down around the line of scrimmage by a host of Knights.
So it seems like
defensive line.
on every play, the only 2 routes on are the deep route and the short screen to the running back. That time, Knights had both of them covered. So Ollie had nowhere to go with the ball. So obviously, easy stop. Second, still 10. Other notable Redan alumni include Georgia kicker Kevin Butler and also Wally Joyner. Ollie making some checks. It's 2nd and 10.
Nice bring blitz. Quarterback under pressure. Throw was just short enough. Adams, 3rd down and 10.
Good pressure by Sam Harris, forcing the throw to be low. There'll be a 3rd and 10. See what they can do here. Maybe watching that screen again. It's the internationally renowned band continues to play. They've done a solid job today. Knights back way off the receivers here on 3rd down.
Quick pass to Adams. Made a few Knights still on his feet. Eventually brought down to the 35, short of the 1st down marker by, I think it was Morgan.
If I were Redan, why not go for it? I mean,
Davis
it's 4th and
Fischel.
2. You got nothing to lose. It seems like they're going to punt it.
Timeout on the field. 1:12 left remaining. When we come back, it will be 4th down and 2 for the Raiders, but Knights still lead 35-6. Fourth down and 1. Redan, quarterback keeper.
These guys are
Ollie
first down.
picks up the 1st down. I'll be swung out of bounds around the 45-yard line by Bridges Spencer.
Good play call there, just getting the quarterback draw, getting through the hole. 1:05 to go, clock stopped since he went out of bounds on the 1st down. Getting set to stay in that spread look offensively.
Quick pass, finds looking for Adams, swatted down by Bridges Spencer at the line.
Trying for that screen again, but not to be.
Great job by Spencer using his height to reach to jump up and swat that down. 2nd down and 10, 1 minute to go in the game.
Redan has hung in there with the Knights today, better than they did last year, and I think it was like 45-10 or something like that at Riverview. The Knights will pick up a solid win, head into probably what is one of their biggest games of the year next week, homecoming at home against Westminster. That is sure to be a fun one. He's looking to throw it deep, just goes to check down.
First down made.
Receiver was maybe it was number 25. Yeah, number 25. Contreras lady.
That was just a simple, really check down, but it worked. Knights just really sitting
numbers
back.
almost too hard Those numbers almost too hard to read from here. It's almost the same color as the jersey with just a tiny little gray outline. Quick pass. Under pressure. And a bad throw. Great job by Stephen Morrison to get in the backfield. Hit the quarterback there.
Clobbered the quarterback that time.
Ollie disrupt his pass.
He was getting right around the edge. I mean, even the backups are doing it. Knights, starters, backups, whoever, they're getting good defensive penetration here at Avondale Stadium. The school behind us used to be known as Avondale High School, but it's now the DeKalb County School of the Arts. Knights get
Deep throw, nearly picked up and a flag thrown.
a late flag comes in, probably passing.
Tommy Asaf nearly had the interception. Let's see what the flag is. Pass interference on the Pace Knights, so puts Redan in much better field position.
About 25-yard line.
30 seconds left to play. Redan at the 27-yard line.
Just looking to get a consolation score. Make them feel better going to next week.
Ollie under pressure, another deep throw, looking for Adams.
He called that ball.
Caught! Nehemiah Adams with a diving touchdown catch with 16 seconds left to play in the game for the Redan Raiders.
What a catch that time. I mean, that ball was tipped and he laid out his second touchdown catch of the game. He was the same one who called the touchdown earlier. That was just a great play. Good hustle, good effort. No quit shown by Redan. See if the Knights can block the extra point, or not block it, but get another.
Well, it's a 2-point conversion.
My bad.
Here, fade route, looking for Adams.
Incomplete.
Broken up by Evan Duncan. So the score is now 35-12.
12
Nice lead
seconds.
over Redan, 16 seconds left. Likely to see 2 more plays. This game gives us time to reflect on the game. We opened the game with an 85-yard touchdown on a kickoff return by Amon Hill. 27-yard touchdown pass to Perryman, brought the score to 14. 30-yard screen pass to Reynolds George made the score 21. I believe a pass to Justin Johnson made the score 28.
Yeah. Then the most recent one was
And a 6-yard touchdown run, that's right, by Keyshawn Perryman to make the score 35 in whatever particular order.
Raymond's had a solid game, probably his most yards statistically on the year, 3 touchdowns. Had those 3 long passes, but the real start of the game today was the Knights' defensive front.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, no matter who they put in, getting good penetration as we await the onside kick here.
The line of Cogbill, George, Salyer, Morris, Wiggles, and ASAP.
Really,
Onside kick is weirdly taken. Flag thrown, clearly offsides
back him up again.
on Redan.
Really no complaints about the Knights in this game. I mean, they've looked strong. We'll head into, like I've stressed, the big Westminster game next week. Or 2 weeks from now, I'm sorry.
The Knights do have a bye
week
next
week.
Friday, so next time we will see you is homecoming. A homecoming game, first week of October against the team from down West Paces, the Westminster Wildcats at Riverview's Athletic Complex. The first time the Knights will be facing the Wildcats on home turf.
Yeah, Knights should come in with some confidence in this game. Following
The
this.
Raiders line up for another onside kick. And again, I thought it was false start, but jumped on by Davis Futrell. Eventually a flag is thrown.
Yeah, you cannot touch the ball on the offensive team before 10 yards. And they touch it after like 2 that time.
Right.
Knights most likely will just decline the penalty. Coach Gaffin Bradley just waving his hands like we're declining it.
He signals they decline it. They just want to get this game over with. As a victory formation comes out for the Knights.
Should just have time for one last kneel down. Knights will move on with a victory. Even their record of 2-2, that's always good. Now be at 500 on the year. Win the games you're supposed to win, that's the mantra. That's what they have done so far.
Looks like we'll have to do a re-kick, apparently.
Apparently, the Knights were not allowed to decline the penalty.
So the Raiders are backed up another 5 yards to the 30-yard line for the third kickoff.
See if they try to onside it again, since that has not worked the past 2 times.
Might
Drag out the rest of the game by itself. How long this kickoff takes.
Looks like they might try to the left side this time. Or they might kick it deep. Kick is deep. Returned by Jimbo Smith. Smith wants to make something for himself in this game and is brought down around the 40.
And that will wind the clock down and end our ball game. Knights with a resounding victory today. Come in, accomplish what they were supposed to, and we'll get out of here with a expected but necessary win. We will see you in 2 weeks at Riverview for homecoming as the Knights take on the Westminster Wildcats. 7:30 kickoff. We will see you then. From Andrew Neville and Will Nolte, we will see you next time on Knifeflix.